As kicking off from left to right will be Connor Dahl-Smith. Here is the approach and the kick. It's a short kick that rolls to the right side. It's going to go out of bounds in the vicinity of the 26-yard line. So Decorah will have the option of taking it at the 35. 1st and 10 from that point for Decorah.
Not sure if that was something that was choreographed there, Darren, but the Vikings catching a break there with the kick going out of bounds, and if it was planned, it was pretty well placed. The Comets almost had enough time to go down there and recover that kick.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And they've got a referee mic over here at Charles City. You might hear the voice of Chris Olford a few times here tonight. Right to left go the Vikings. Football in the center of the field at the 35-yard line. Cole Steffen, a 62% passer on the season with 239 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also has 2 rushing touchdowns on the season. Hovden and Leaps will be in an I formation. Heffern will be split to the near side left. Colin Nimrod, wingback left, and Eric Severson will be the tight end on the right side of the line. Jake Hovden lost the football in the opening handoff. The scramble is on near the 34-yard line. And did Decorah get back on top of it? They did. Recovering the football was Cole Steffen, the quarterback. It's a loss of a yard, almost dangerous on play number 1.
Well, one of our keys to the game, Darren, was being opportunistic, but we were talking about the Decorah defense. Obviously not how you want to start off the game for Decorah after you get the kickoff that went out of bounds and then fumbling the first snap from scrimmage.
For 2nd and 11 from the 34-yard line, I formation. Nimrod wing left goes in motion right. Give to Jake off the right side, moves ahead across the 35 to the 38-yard line. He is finished off on the play by Dylan Isaacson. 3rd and long for Decorah.
Got a little bit of a seam at the start of that play, Darren. It closed up on him pretty quick. This is something we've touched on throughout the season is success on 1st and 2nd downs and making your 3rd downs manageable. Didn't do that successfully here on this first drive.
3rd down, 8 from the 38-yard line. I formation, wing left Nimrod, split left is Heffern. Drop it to throw is Cole Steffen. He has nice protection, fires deep down the left side, and he well overshot Heffern, who had beaten the coverage of Levi Blaine, the safety, and it's going to be a 4th down. A 3-and-out from the Viking offense. Vikings have failed to score on every opening drive this season.
Yeah, you saw the receiver there, Darren. He did have a step or two on the coverage, but the pass from Cole, just not quite enough air under it for Heffern to run underneath at that time.
Jacob Leaps on in punt formation, averaging 37.4 per punt. Back deep to return it is Levi Blaine, averaging 1.8 a return. Snap back in good shape, moves forward, gets the kick away. It's Nickel making the catch on the run at the 32, who'll move ahead to the 40 and get dumped there by Marshall Johnson. Help came from Colin Nimrod. So the punt goes 30 yards, the return goes 8, and with 11:08 to play quarter number 1, Comets will get the football 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line in a scoreless game.
Well, and you see there, Darren, the Vikings starting off with good field position after the kickoff went out of bounds, not able to move it, and now setting up Charles City in good field position offensively.
Receivers left and right, slot to the right side. Levi Blaine will be under center with an I formation in the backfield. Foxen dots the I. Pitch goes to Foxen, right side, looking to turn upfield. Gets a block, turns the corner at the 40. He's to the 45 and ridden to the sideline. They're going to mark him in the vicinity of the 46-yard line. Garrett Wise in on the stop. In fact, they're going to give him the 47, so a gain of 70 yards on 1st down for Foxen. They're giving him the 49-yard line. Oofta. Apparently, when you go out of bounds and fall ahead 3 yards, it counts as yardage there. 2nd down and 1 from the 49-yard line. 3 receivers set, 2 right, 1 left. Football on the nearer right side, hash mark. Dylan Isaacson and Bryce Foxen in an I formation behind Blaine. Give to Foxen, right side, looks for a gap and sneaks off left guard and gets to the 49-yard line in Viking territory. It'll be a 1st down. Garrett Wise and Tyler Dostal in on the stop.
Well, a toss play that goes for 9 on 1st down and then just a give right up the middle there to pick up the 1st down. It'll be interesting to see how Charles City approaches this from an offensive standpoint, approaches this game rather. They are a team that will use some shotgun, some pistol looks, as well as the under center like we've seen on the first two plays.
We're a minute 15 into the game, no score. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Blaine will be in the shotgun. Isaacson stands to his left. In motion right to left is Foxen, and a timeout is asked for by Darren Bolin on the near sideline. So a timeout on the field with 10:29 to play, quarter number 1. It is a scoreless game, and let's take a break for Folkedal Service Station. So the Comets will have a first down and 10 at the 49-yard line in Viking territory. We're early in the game, no score. Some offensive confusion led to the timeout with 10:29 to play here in quarter number 1. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Blaine will be in the shotgun, and Isaacson will stand to his left. Football on the right or near side hash mark. The Vikes with a 4-man front defensively. Foxen starts in motion right to left. Blaine takes the snap, and a flag comes down on the near side. And Decorah jumped into the neutral zone.
I didn't see that, Darren.
There wasn't a player near the neutral zone, quite frankly.
There was definitely no movement pre-snap. Not sure what they saw that time.
A defensive player moved like from the linebacker position, but he was nowhere near the neutral zone. I can tell you that right now. But nonetheless, 1st and 5 from the 44-yard line. So
our statistician, Mary Herman, informing me that our defensive end on the near side lined up in the neutral zone, apparently.
Okay. We'll trust Mary. 1st and 5 from the 44-yard line. Foxen in motion right to left. Blaine takes the snap, rolling out to his left side, fires down the middle of the field, going for his man, and it's caught by Shane Feller for the touchdown. Feller beat the coverage of Colin Nimrod, and with 10:21 to play here in quarter number 1, it is a 6-0 lead for Charles City, but there is a flag down at the line of scrimmage. And there's a flag down, and Chris Holford is going to tell us they're going to wave off the flag. So couldn't ask for a worse start for Decorah. 60 yards, 3 plays. Taking 41 seconds off the clock, or actually 39 seconds off the clock, and the Comets will attempt the PAT. Connor Stallsmith is 0 for 2 in this category this year. The holder will be Levi Blaine.
Bill, can you hear me?
6-0 Charles City on a beautiful throw and catch from Levi Blaine.
Snap, spot, kick, up, good. 10:29 to play, quarter number 1. It is a lead of 7-0 for Charles City, and let's take a break for Hacker Nelson. I don't think so. North Fayette.
That's what I was thinking.
10:29 to play here in quarter number, or 10:21 to play here in quarter number 1. It's 7-0 Charles City. Connor Stallsmith will kick off from left to right, and we talked about the start of the game. Comets are here to play, Chris.
Yeah, and you look at that scoring play. It was just a post route there. Colin got beat by about a full step on that one, and just something to keep in mind. It's a little interesting, and people listening might think, well, what's the big deal? You should be able to adjust. It should be pointed out that the quarterback for Charles City is a left-handed quarterback. When you've spent a lot of time going against right-handed quarterbacks, Darren, when you see somebody roll out to that left side, it's a little bit of an optical illusion because you feel like he's going to have to turn his hips back to throw the ball.
Stallsmith squib kick taken by Nimrod at the 20. He'll run to his right, look for an opening, and get covered up in the vicinity of the 31-yard line. So 1st down and 10 from that point. For Decorah moving right to left, trailing by a 7-0 margin. So it's not exactly an apples and peaches situation, if you will.
No, and another thing to keep in mind, we saw one play that was halted by a timeout, another that was stopped by the neutral zone infraction, Darren. On both of those plays, those looked like they were going to be designed quarterback runs. So on those rollout passes, you have to keep in mind that the defensive backs are doing double duty in a sense, that they have to be ready for the quarterback to keep the ball as well.
1st and 10, 31-yard line. I formation, 2 tight ends. Comets with 8 men in the box. Here is Steffen, gives to Leaps. No, it's an option right side. Pitch goes to Hubden, looking to turn upfield. Jake at the numbers, turns upfield and gets to the 33-yard line. Levi Blaine in on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Comets very well disciplined on that option play. Each person taking care of their responsibility. They had a man on the fullback on the fake up the middle, and the quarterback and the pitch man were also covered.
So 2nd and 8 from the 33-yard line, right hash. I formation with Hubden and Leaps. Wing left is Nimrod, tight end right. Severson, split to the left side is LaRue. Give it to Leaps right side, big hole, 40. He's to the 45 and tripped up. They'll mark him at the 44-yard line. Jake Nickel, the man that brought him down, a gain of 11 and a first down for Decorah, the first of the night for the Vikings.
Good for the Vikings to pick up a first down here on this second drive of the ball game, and especially when you can get it with a guy like Jacob Leaps, and just a classic type of Jacob Leaps run there, running people over at the end of that play.
2.5 into the game, 7-0 Comets. Right hash, 1st and 10 from the Decorah 44. I formation, wing left, split left. Here's the give to Jake, left side, looks for a hole, doesn't find one. He gets covered up right at the line of scrimmage. The man that was first to the football was Nick Jacobs. Gain of 0, 2nd and 10.
A lot of black jerseys running around free on that play, Darren, and the key to the running game, obviously you start in the trenches, but those big plays typically come when you can get to that next level and get the linebackers taken care of, and the Vikes didn't do very well at the point of attack on that play.
2nd and 10, the Decorah 44-yard line. Split backs up there and Leaps. Wing left is Nimrod, tight end right is Severson. Split to the left near side, LaRue. Give is to Leaps. Looks for a hole up the middle. Fights off right guard. Maybe gets to the 47-yard line. He was tripped up at the line of scrimmage by Bryce Foxon. It's a gain of about 2.5. 3rd down, 7 upcoming for Decorah.
You talk about a fast start, and Charles City coming out ready for this game. They've obviously done their homework on this Decorah offense. They've looked very prepared against this Viking running attack thus far.
8:18 to play, first quarter, 7-0 Charles City. 3rd down, 7 from the Decorah 47. Split backs, wing left, tight end right is Severson. Split left is Heffron. Drop it a throw is Steffen. He has nice protection. He throws right. The pass is high, and it's caught by Hubden, and he's shoved to the sideline by Dylan Isaacson at the Charles City 49. He got 4. He needed 7. It's 4th down for Decorah.
And that's a matchup that I think Decorah will actually, take. Darren, there was one safety high for Charles City on that play, which means Jake out of the backfield there is either going to be covered by a safety or a linebacker, and I think that's something that Decorah will take as this game goes on.
Leaps' first punt was 30 yards. Snapper is Carter Zidlicki. Moving forward and getting the kick away is Leaps. Making the catch is Nickel at the 16. He runs to the 20, running to his right, slips a defender. He's to the 30 and covered up right there. Jake Nickel with a nice return of 14 yards after a punt of 35. So the Comets get it back up 7-0 with 7:55 to play quarter number 1.
Nickel getting up the field, twisting his hips a little bit, getting out of a couple tackles, but Vikings need to do a little bit better job of breaking down, taking down the return man.
Receivers to the left and right side. 2 wings in this set. Blaine will be under center, and Isaacson will be the lone setback. Foxon in motion right to left. Give to Foxon on a jet sweep to the left side, looking for an opening. He's hit by Jake Hubden and wrestled down outside the numbers far side at the 34-yard line. It is a gain of 4 yards.
Got a nice block out there on the edge from his split end, but the Vikings ultimately did a pretty nice job of stringing that one out to the sideline, but still a 4-yard gain on first down for Charles City, and they've been pretty well on schedule offensively, so to speak, on their first couple possessions.
Football on the left hash. Comets moving left to right. 2nd and 6 from the 34-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Blaine in the shotgun. Isaacson to his right. A 4-man front for Decorah. Foxen in motion right to left. Blaine keeps it option right side. Turns upfield across the 35. Runs into Tyler Dostal and gets brought down near the near side hash mark. They'll mark him at the 37. Dostal was helped out by Leaps and Wise. 3rd down upcoming for the Comets.
One thing about Blaine in that kind of option look, he tends, if he's going to keep the ball, he tends to tuck it in very early, doesn't necessarily let that look develop, and that could be something that it's planned to go that way so that back can get out in front of him and become a blocker, but something to keep in mind for these Viking defenders on those quarterback keepers.
6.5 to play, first quarter, 7-0 Charles City. 3rd and 3 from the 37-yard line, 4 receivers, 2 to either side. Blaine in the shotgun takes the snap, has plenty of time. Now scrambles off to his left side. He's under pressure, fires over the middle, and the catch is made at the Decorah 46-yard line. A wide open Dallas Niels was brought down by Andy Sinkink. It is a gain of 17 and a 1st down for Charles City.
Nice job there by Blaine, scrambling, getting outside of the pocket, buying some time for his receivers. Niels at the end of that play was just kind of sitting in no man's land, was not really any defenders around him, and unfortunately Vikings couldn't jar that one loose at the end of the play, and the Comets pick up another 1st down.
1st and 10, 46-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Blaine in the shotgun. Isaacson stands to his right, 4-man front for Decorah. Here is his own read look, and Blaine slips the defender left side, lunging ahead to the 41-yard line. Wrestled down on the play by Eric Severson. They'll give him the 40. It's a gain of 6.
Yet another wrinkle employed by this Charles City offense. Read option look that time with the quarterback pulling the ball out, keeping it, and we talked a little bit about this offense and how dynamic it can be, and just another example on that play.
5.5 to play, first quarter. Comets on the drive, leading 7-0. 2nd and 4 from the 40. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right this time. Blaine will be under center. Isaacson will be the lone set. Foxen in motion right to left, and Blaine sneaks it behind the blocking of his center, Jake Swickerath, and he'll run inside the 35 to the 33-yard line, rather. Garrett Wise and Jacob Leaps brought him down, but Blaine got 7 to a 1st down for the Comets.
Nothing real fancy on that play, Darren. Just the quarterback keeper right up the middle, and you don't typically see that type of play go for 7 yards, but this Charles City offense moving the ball at a pretty nice clip right now. 1st and
10, Decorah territory, 33-yard line, left hash. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, and Blaine's going to keep it again as the snap was a little early that time as Blaine moves ahead to the 31-yard line. He was brought down in the play by Corey Anderson. It's a gain of 2 yards.
About 4 out of the 5 offensive linemen didn't even move on the snap of the ball that time, Darren.
My guess might have been an audible, maybe a tap on the keister to the center, and Blaine says, "Let's go, big boy."
Yep, the old silent count, and they pick up a couple yards with it, but it's odd anytime you see those type of plays because as a defender you're not really sure if that play's going to count or not.
2nd and 8 from the 31. I formation, 3 receivers set. Give to Isaacson left side into a crowd. Brought down on the far side hash mark by Jacob Leaps at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 2. 3rd and 6 for the Comets. 4-minute mark, first quarter. Comets up 7-0.
Big 3rd down facing this Viking defense here, although you'd have to assume, Darren, that this is probably 4-down territory at this point for Charles City.
And the Comets on the night are 1 of 1 on 3rd down conversions. 3rd and 6, football on the left or far side hash mark at the 29. 2 receivers right, single receiver off to the left. I formation in the backfield with Foxen and with Isaacson. Blaine will take the snap. Give to Isaacson right side. Big hole. He runs inside the 25. Brought down by Nolan Heffern at the 23-yard line. Close to a 1st down. They perhaps may have to measure here. It's going to be a 4th down upcoming.
That's just short of the line to gain there, Darren. And this is something that we've talked about a couple times this season, in these 4-down territory type situations when it's 4th and inches. Tough spot for a defense to be in.
3-minute mark. first quarter. It is a 7-0 lead for Charles City. They have a 4th and inches from the Decorah 23. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Blaine up to the line of scrimmage under center. Isaacson will be the lone setback. Football on the right hash is Blaine with the quarterback keep. He is knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Anderson, but he fell forward, and if he got anything, it is going to be a first down, and it will be a first down.
There was a nice surge from the middle of that Decorah defensive front that time, and it took a second effort, I believe, Darren, for Blaine to fall forward for that first down.
Football just inside the 23-yard line. First down and 10 from the 22, call it. 2:44 to play first quarter. Comets dominating right now, leading 7-0. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Blaine in the shotgun. Isaacson to his left. Blaze takes the snap, rolling to his left. Fires the left side. Knocked away, incomplete. Andy Sinkink knocked it away from the intended receiver on the far side. I believe that was Carlos Gonzalez. Outside the numbers at the 10. Second down upcoming.
Great play there from Andy, coming around with that front side arm, Darren, knocking the ball away exactly how you're taught to do it.
Second down and 10 from the 22-yard line. Football towards the right side hash mark. Comets already leading 7-0, looking for more. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Blaine will be under center. Isaacson the lone setback. 4 on the line of scrimmage for Decorah. Gonzalez in motion right to left. Give to Isaacson right side. Slips off right guard down to the 18-yard line. Tripped up by the defensive tackle Tyler Dostal. It's a gain of 4. Third down upcoming for Charles City.
It seems like these Charles City ball carriers, Darren, at least throughout this first quarter, have really been able to, at the end of plays, fall forward for an extra, 1 or 2 yards, and that's really set them up with a lot more manageable third downs.
12th play of the drive, 3rd and 6 from the Decorah 18. Football right hash. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. I formation, Foxen and Isaacson. Here is Blaine giving off to Isaacson, breaking tackles to the 10, to the 5, the end zone. Touchdown. Give Isaacson credit for a tough run, but that's god-awful tackling by the Vikings.
Yeah, not something that you want to see if you're a Decorah fan right there. They had the ball carrier essentially wrapped up and stopped on that play, but he somehow wiggled out of there and found himself in the end zone at the end of that play. That's something that's got to improve before the end of this ball game.
1:50 to play here in quarter number 1. Comets, ladies and gentlemen, they've come to play. This is not your father's Charles City Comets team. Stallsmith for the PAT. Blaine will hold it. It's a high snap. Gloved well, and it's blocked in the center of the line. It was Chris Hartman getting the block on the missed PAT. So it's 13-0 Charles City. We have a 1:50 to play here in quarter number 1. Let's take a break for Rockweiler Appliance and TV. Comets up 13-0. They've had it twice. They've scored twice. Vikes with 1 first down in the first 2 series of the game. Comets came ready to play just like we said they would, and here we go. All the momentum on the side of Charles City. How does Decorah respond? Connor Stolsmith will kick off from left to right to restart the game with Nimrod and Hovden back deep for Decorah. Here's the approach and the kick. This one comes down to Collin through his hands at the 20. He'll pick it up near side at the 12. Runs up the hash mark, back to the 20, and wrestled down right there. That's just lack of concentration right there as the tackle will go to Jordan Dreyer on special teams. 1st and 10 at the 24 Decorah.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this play, you look at the touchdown play for Charles City on that last drive. A little bit of a comedy of errors right now going on for Decorah, but you got to keep in mind that you're still in the first quarter. There's no room for panic here for this Decorah team. There's a lot of football yet to be played here. 1st and 10, 20-yard line, left hash. Nimrod from his slot right goes in motion left. Steffen takes. Somebody moved early. Pat Lincoln, the umpire, will throw his flag, and I believe the pulling guard, Chris Hartman, on that play was the guilty party. So illegal procedure to Decorah. 1st and 15, back to the 15-yard line. So Decorah penalized for the second time tonight for 10 yards. And, Darren, when you do find yourself down double digits early, you have to be able to stay on schedule offensively. Not a good penalty to take right there.
The Vikings. Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. 1st and 15. Back to the 15-yard line. Nimrod in motion right to left. Here is Steffen. Gives to Leaps. Hit near the line of scrimmage and falls forward to the 17-yard line. Brought down on the play by Dylan Isaacson. It's a gain of 3 to the 18.
Isaacson did a nice job there collapsing on the play, securing the tackle, and Vikings not able to get back all of those penalty yards. So now you got to think about picking up a good chunk of this about 11 or 12 yards here on this second down.
2nd and 12 from the 18-yard line. Split backs, wing left, split to the left near side is Heffern, tight end right is Severson. Down in the box for the Comets. Here is Colin Nimrod on a wing back sweep to the right side, looking for some opening, doesn't find one, and somehow he makes it to the 20-yard line as he turned it up the right side hash mark. Nimrod was hit back near the 10-yard line and ended up getting a gain of about 1.5 yards back to the original line of scrimmage, back to the 20. 3rd and 10 for Decorah.
A lot of effort for a little reward on that play by Colin Nimrod. He did do well to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but Vikings again find themselves in a 3rd and long situation.
Right side of the offense just got absolutely blown up on that last play. This could be the last play of the quarter. 13-0 Charles City. 3rd and 10 from the 20-yard line. I formation, twins to the left side. Cole Steffen takes the snap, retreats in the pocket, spins to his left. He's hit, and a flag is down as Steffen tackled as well back at the 15-yard line. Nick Jacobs will get the sack pending penalty. It's a hold against Decorah, so the Comets will take the play. It's 4th down.
Looked like they were maybe trying to set up a screen on that play, Darren, but Cole was pretty quick to kind of pull that one down and try to get himself out of the pocket. Not really sure what happened on that one.
The right side defensive end, Nick Jacobs, was providing immediate pressure, and that kind of spin the process of the play. So 4th down upcoming. Jake Nickel back deep in single safety to field the punt of Jacob Leaps, and this one might not get off by the end of the first quarter, and it will not. The Comets lead at 13-0 after 1. Let's take a break for Vicks Heating and Plumbing. 1 quarter done. It is 13-0 Comets. Chris Wanless is looking at Mary Herman's stat sheet right now, and I'd imagine the score and the stat sheet quite reflective of one another right now.
Yeah, you look at the offensive statistics for both teams. Decorah just 27 yards on 11 plays, 124 on 15 plays for Charles City, and that long pass obviously on Charles City's first touchdown hurt a little bit. The 44-yarder, Blaine, the quarterback, 2 of 3, 61 yards and a score in that first quarter.
Jacob Leaps will kick from left to right for the first time tonight. On a 4th down play, Jake Nichols standing back at the 50-yard line. Snap back from Carter Zidlicki, a little low. He'll get the kick away. A line drive kick that Nichols drops at the 48, picks it up at the Decorah 49. He got by one defender there. He turns it up the center of the field and gets brought down by Marshall Johnson at the 47-yard line. So the punt on the play will go 36 yards, a return of 4. So the Comets will have it first down and 10 plus territory start for them at the 47-yard line, I guess. So 11:50 to play here in quarter number 2. It is a 13-0 lead for Charles City, and they look for more. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. I formation in the backfield, Isaacson and Foxen. Blaine under center, takes the snap, gives to Foxen, left side, finds a hole, exploits it. Tripped up by Nolan Heffern to the 40-yard line. It is a gain of 7 yards.
Did a lot with not too big of a seam that time, Darren. Just kind of exploded through the hole, got a nice gain on first down. And, one of our keys to the game in the pregame, we talked about winning the field position battle, and the Vikings have not done that to this point in the game.
Quite the contrary, in fact. Left hash, 2nd and 3 from the Decorah 40. Comets right to left. 2 receivers right, single receiver left, I formation, Foxen and Isaacson. Blaine under center, takes the snap, gives to Isaacson, runs into a Decorah defender and gets wrestled down right near the line of scrimmage at the 39. It was Thomas Pekanowski that threw him down only for a gain of a yard. Best response we've seen up front for Decorah tonight.
Definitely the best defensive play we've seen out of the Vikings tonight there, Darren. And a big third down here, because this is that kind of territory where if you can stop them here, Charles City probably has to think about punting the ball away. So biggest third down of the game thus far.
Two receivers left, single receiver right, 3rd and 2 from the 39. I formation, Isaacson and Foxen. Here's the give to Foxen, left side behind blockers, moves ahead to the 36. It appears he will have the first down. Adam Knight threw him back from that point as Foxen gets 3 yards. 13-0 Charles City, 10:30 to play second quarter. It's been all Comets to this point.
And Comets now 3 of 4 on third down, so for the most part, answering the call when they've come up against those spots. Obviously, the one third down they didn't convert on, they ended up picking up the first down on 4th down.
1st and 10, 36-yard line. 2 receivers right, single receiver off to the left. That's Shane Feller. I formation with Isaacson and Foxen. Blaine under center as the football's on the left hash mark. 5 on the line of scrimmage for Decorah. Drop it, a throw is Blaine. The left-hander lofts it downfield, going for Feller. Makes the catch, and it is a touchdown. Blaine to Feller, and Feller just torched Colin Nimrod there. It is 19-0 Charles City with 9:59 to play, quarter number 2.
Second time tonight we've seen Feller beat the coverage of Colin Nimrod, and again, second time tonight we've seen Levi Blaine put the ball right on target. Pretty easy pitch and catch that time up the near sideline.
47 yards, 4 plays, taking a minute 57 off the clock, and the Comets are going to go for 2 in this situation, trying to make up for the missed extra point a moment ago. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Blaine will be in the shotgun. Off to his left will be Dylan Isaacson. Blaine will take the snap, drop back to throw. He'll throw the right side, incomplete. He threw it into some traffic right side. There were 2 receivers in the area. The intended target appeared to be Jaden Foster, and he couldn't come down with it. So it's 19-0 Charles City. We have 9:59 left yet here in the second quarter. And let's take a break for Wicks Construction. Stahl Smith will kick off from right to left to restart the ball game. And Comets have dominated to this point. No other way to put it, Chris. It's 19-0 Charles City. They've had the ball 3 times. They have scored all 3 times. Vikings have been stopped all 3 times by Charles City.
I mean, you'd like to chalk it up to just, misfortune on Decorah's part, but it really hasn't been any of that. Charles City has come out and really executed their stuff well. Decorah has not executed very well to this point, Darren.
Kicking off from right to left will be Connor Stahl-Smith with Nimrod and Hovden back deep for Decorah. Here is the approach and the kick. Again, it's on the ground. It's by Tyler Dostal. It will go out of bounds at the 39-yard line as the Comets tried a little trickery. And they're going to say it went out at the 38, so the Vikes can get the football at the 38-yard line as compared to the 35 there. They do have that option.
It's interesting, Darren. You can look at that a couple different ways. The first being, you're dominating this game. You're up 19-0, and you want to stack a little momentum. The other way being, your defense has played outstanding to this point with a 19-point lead. Why wouldn't you just kick it and let them play defense? But you can definitely see it from the standpoint of Charles City wanting to kind of take that momentum and stack even more on top of it.
So 1st and 10, 39-yard line. Vikes left to right, trailing 19-0. Nimrod to the left side, Heffern to the right. Tight end left is Severson, split backs with Leaps and with Hovden. Under center is Steffen. He'll take the snap. He'll have time. He'll throw the right side, catch made by Heffern, knocked to the sideline at the 44-yard line. And is the official actually going to make a call or not? They are going to rule it a catch at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5 yards on the play.
He looked like the official looked a little confused on that play. His flag actually fell out of his pocket there, I think. But
the thing of it is, he was so worried about getting the football. Make your call first, and then let the other people get the football. That's why you have ball boys. Poor mechanics. 2nd and 5 from the 44-yard line. Split backs in the backfield. Steffen takes the snap, gives on a trap play to Hovden, and that thing is bottled up. He gets knocked back from the 42-yard line. Left side got their booties kicked there. Bryce Foxen as well as Noah Robbins leading the charge.
Give credit to this defensive front for Charles City. They came out on fire, and they're still playing inspired, nearing the midway point of this second quarter.
3rd and 6 from the 43-yard line. 19-0 Comets. 9:25 to play second quarter. Heffern left. Nimrod wing left. Tight end right is Severson. Split backs with Leaps and with Hovden. 8 in the box for Charles City. Dropping a throw is Steffen. Steffen throws the left side. Catch made by Heffern at the 45. Carries a defender. Down he goes at the 41-yard line. Play came from the head linesman on the far side as well at the end of the play. So it's a gain of 16 pending penalty. And it's a 5-yard face mask added onto it by Charles City.
Nice protection there, Darren. Jake Hovden got enough of the defensive end to give Cole Steffen a little bit more time to make a decision. He got the throw off, and he put it right on target, and the Vikes pick up a much-needed first down that time.
Deepest penetration of the football game inside Comet territory for Decorah. It is 19-0 Comets with 9:05 to play second quarter. 1st and 10, Comet territory, 36-yard line. Football on the left hash. 2 tight ends, Nimrod split right. Split backs with Leaps and Hovden. 7 in the box for Charles City. Steffen takes the snap off, play action rush on, rolling to his right side, dumping it right, incomplete. The pressure caused the incompletion. Hovden, the nearest man to the football at the 30-yard line, covered by Jake Nickel. Good pressure provided by about 3 guys up front.
Cole running for his life from the get-go on that one. He did a nice job at the end to kind of adjust, changed his arm angle to give or try to give Jake a chance to catch the ball, but when you're throwing on the run and then you change that arm angle to basically a sidearm throw, that's a difficult play to make.
2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. Heffern to the left side. Wing left, Adam Knight. Tight end right is Severson. I formation with Hovden and Leaps. Football in the center of the field. Pitch goes to Hovden, left side. Gets a block from Leaps. Looks for an opening. Breaks tackles outside the numbers far side and gets brought down at the 31-yard line. A group of Charles City defenders led by Levi Blaine brought him down. It's a gain of 5.
Jake had to be a little bit patient on that play. I believe it was Jacob Leaps that got out in front of him and provided that first block. Just cut off to the outside of that block, and Vikings with a big 3rd down offensively here.
8:15 to play second quarter. 19-0 Comets. 3rd and 5 from the 31-yard line. I formation, wing left, give to Hovden left side, plows ahead and gets to near the 26-yard line. It'll be close to a first down, not quite. Bryce Foxen, the man that tripped him up. It'll be 4th down for Decorah, 4th and about a half a yard. In fact, Mr. Holford is going to measure here.
Based on that far side official spot, it did look to be just a little bit short to me, Darren.
So we'll see how good Chris is at guessing. Mary Herman bats about 333 on these, but she's behind a wall tonight, so she doesn't have the option of guessing. And Chris, you've one-upped Mary at least for the time being. It's a little short. It's a 4th down. Fourth and inches for Decorah.
It's been well documented. My eyesight rivals that of Paul Rhodes, Darren.
And that makes me so proud. 7:58 to play second quarter. It is a 19-0 lead for Charles City. It is 4th and 1 for Decorah. The football is between the 26 and 27-yard line. You have to get fully inside the 26 to keep the drive going. This will be play number 7 of the drive for Decorah. Football on the left or far side hash mark. Heffern split left, Adam Knight wing left. Tight end right is Severson. Split backs with Leaps and Hovden. 9 in the box for Charles City. It's 4th and inches. Here is the give to Hovden left side. Big hole. He's to the 20, breaking tackles and brought down at the 13-yard line. Blaine the defender. It is a gain of 14 and a first down for Decorah.
They left no question about it that time. Jake busted through the hole, got a nice block initially, found the seam, picked up the first down, and the Vikings able to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10, Charles City territory, 13-yard line. Football on the left or far side hash. Vikes trailing 19-0 with 7:28 to play second quarter. Adam Knight split to the right side. Everybody else in tight. Double tight end set, Leaps and Hovden in an I formation. 7 in the box for Charles City. Here is Steffen taking given to Hovden. Nothing doing there as he gets dumped back at the 14-yard line. The right side, the power side got blown up, and no gain at the 13. Second down upcoming.
Nice surge from the middle of that defensive front for Charles City on that play. Pretty much just made a big pile up in the running lane there, and there was nowhere to go.
2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line. Football in the center of the field. Heffern to the left side. Adam Knight, wing right. Tight end right is Severson. I formation with Leaps and with Hovden. Steffen under his center. Carter Zidlicki. He'll take the snap. He'll give to Leaps. No, he'll keep it off the right side, and he gets dragged down near the 12. Comet defense just all over the field right now as Bryce Foxen brought down.
And that defender that time, Darren, came from the opposite side of the formation. You got the point of attack blocked pretty well that time, but you see the Comet defender from it would be the left side of this offensive setup for Decorah, slanting across and making the tackle from behind.
Vikes are 1 of 5 on third downs. It's 3rd and 9 from the 12-yard line. To the left side, LaRue. Wing left is Knight. Tight end right is Severson. Eye in the backfield. Drop it, a throw, a step, and under pressure right away. He looks to turn upfield, and Foxen drags him down on the left far side. Hash mark at the 12. 4th down upcoming, and it looks like the field goal unit coming on for Decorah.
Immediate pressure again that time. Cole with really no time to even take his eyes downfield on that one. Had to make a decision, tucked it and ran, but not enough, and the Vikings will try to get on the board at least here for the first time tonight.
Angle from the left side. Jacob Marlowe, the snapper. The holder will be Cole Steffen. 29-yard attempt, snap, spot, kick. It is up, and it is no good. So, still no points with 5:15 to play here in quarter number 2. It was very interesting mechanics the Stripes had that time. You're supposed to, the guy underneath did not give a signal, and the referee gave the signal, which, I mean, I'm not questioning the call at all. It's just how they did it was terrible, to be honest with you. First down and 10, 20-yard line, 5:15 to play here in quarter number 2. It's a 19-0 lead for Charles City. I formation, receivers left and right, give to Isaacson. Hit by Tom Pekanowski and thrown down right at the 21-yard line. First big stop of the night, or the second big stop for Tom Pekanowski. The big guy getting it done for a gain of a yard.
Yeah, he's made a couple nice plays already tonight, Darren, and that's just a perfect example of securing the tackle, not letting go, dragging the ball carrier to the ground. Nice play on first down from this Viking defense.
2nd and 9. It'll be from the 21-yard line. No score for Decorah, 19 on the board for Charles City. 2 receivers left, I formation in the backfield. Receiver to the right side as well. In motion left to right is Dallas Neals. Give to Foxen left side, hole and exploits it. Gets the sideline at the 30, near sideline to the 40. Being chased by Hovden, and down he goes. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 47-yard line in Decorah territory. In fact, where are they going to spot this ball? They're going to mark it at the 50. It's a gain of 29 and a first down. Foxen showed an extra gear there.
Yeah, once he got through that hole, and it was a pretty big one, Darren, just kicked it into, like you said, that next gear, raced up the sideline. Vikings catching a break there as he stepped out at midfield.
4:30 to play first half, 19-0 Charles City. Oh, by the way, they get the ball to start the second half as well. 2 receivers left, single receiver right, I formation in the backfield, Isaacson and Foxen. Neals in motion left to right. Here's the give to Isaacson up the middle, runs into a brick wall and gets knocked back right from the line of scrimmage as he tried the right side. Eric Severson and Garrett Wise first to the football, gain of 0, 2nd and 10.
And it's, I'm glad you brought that up, Darren, that Charles City will receive the second half kickoff, because that's kind of the bet you make when you decide to defer on the coin toss is, you're hoping that by the time that second half kickoff rolls around, you're going to have some momentum built up, or at least try to grab some more momentum at the start of the second half. So it would be huge if the Viking defense could come up with a stop on this possession.
Second down and 10, 50-yard line. I formation, receivers left and right. Kneels from his slot left, goes in motion right, and now Darren Boland's going to call a timeout. So we'll keep it here during the break. Coming up at halftime, we'll have an extended Viking sports report. Tell you about the week that was in Decorah Viking athletics, including a conference championship for the Decorah girls in cross country, a boys second place finish in cross country as well. Meet held out at Oneota on Tuesday. We'll talk about the other stuff going on as well. And we'll try to get you some scores. We'll get you some stats like we always do. So 19-0 Charles City. And got to be a part of helping out at Oneota on Tuesday. No, insert your golf cart jokes here. But nonetheless, you know what? Props to any kid that runs cross country. I'm looking at the kids that are well out in front, performing well, but even the kids that are towards the back of the pack, and it's just like you're doing something that most people can't do.
Exactly, Darren.
That's a tough sport.
That's I have a hard time going out and running 1 mile as it is, and these kids go out there and do it for fun every single day. So, yeah, definitely a lot of credit to those who do it.
Second and 10 for Charles City at the 50-yard line. 3:48 to play first half. 19-0 Charles City. Two receivers right, single receiver left, I formation, Isaacson and Foxen. Here is Blaine off play action, has time. Hit as he throws the left side, incomplete. Threw it too tall for Feller, but Blaine was getting put on his backside by Eric Severson as he tossed the football. It's 3rd and 10.
Pretty good route there from Feller. I found a little pocket in that Viking defense, but the pressure definitely got to Blaine that time, forced a little bit of an early throw, and that's essentially what led to that high toss.
Charles City is 3 of 4 on third downs. 3rd down and 4 it'll be from the 50-yard line. Football on the left or near side hash mark. Two receivers right, two receivers left. Blaine in the shotgun, Isaacson to his left, 5 on the line of scrimmage for Decorah. Blaine takes the snap, gives on a reverse right side to Niels, breaks the tackle inside the 45 and finished off by Adam Knight on the far side hash mark at the 44. It's a gain of 6, and it's 4th down upcoming for Charles City. For now, the offense staying on the field. 3:23 to play till halftime, and the Comets leading by a count of 19-0.
Well, Darren, and when you've dominated as much as Charles City has so far in this ball game, you're justified in making these kinds of decisions going forward on 4th down from this position, and because your defense has played so well.
And they're 1 of 1 on 4th down. Two receivers right, single receiver left. Taking the snap is Blaine under pressure, throws the right side. The catch is made by Isaacson, who's knocked back from the 36, but Bryce Foxen, the tailback, moved early on the play. Chris Olfert was right on the call, so it's going to be a 4th down once again. Illegal motion on the Comets.
Should be. This will be interesting. It looks like they're going to keep that same unit on the field here, even with the
One
penalty.
thing to keep in mind, Isaacson is their punter. So it'll be a 4th and 9 from the Decorah 49-yard line. 2:52 to play till halftime. 19-0 Charles City. And Mr. Holford forgot to pick up his flag. And now Blaine is going to be the man back deep. They'll have 5 wide, 3 receivers really left.
Shotgun.
Single receiver right. Here as Blaine takes the snap. He'll retreat and move forward and get the kick away. It's going to be bouncing at the 37 and covered up at the 39-yard line. Don't know, honestly, what they were trying to accomplish there, but a 12-yard punt and no return. So 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line for Decorah with 2:23 to play till halftime. They have all 3 timeouts remaining, and boy, it's important to if you want to stay in this ball game, you need some points right here, Chris.
Yeah, you have to get on the board here before halftime, especially because, like you mentioned earlier, you're going to be kicking the ball off to start the second half, so you need to grab any kind of points at the end of this half that you possibly can.
Vikes left to right, right hash. Heffern left, Nimrod right. Split backs, Hubden and Leaps. Tight end on the right side is Tweeten taking the snap. Steffen, short drop, throws the left side. Catch made by Heffern to the 50. He's to the 45. Brought down in the center of the field by Dallas Niels at the Charles City 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down.
Really nice job there on the pitch and catch. It was a throw that was on target. It, he hit the receiver in stride, caught it with his hands exactly like you're supposed to do, and then bowled over a defender at the end. So all in all, probably the most complete play of the night for Decorah.
First and 10, 45-yard line. LaRue left. To the right side is Nimrod. Split backs, Leaps, and Hubden. Tight end right is Tweeten. Dropping a throw is Steffen. Steffen throwing deep down the right side, going for Nimrod, who makes the catch outside the numbers near side at the 21-yard line. The ball hung up a little bit, and Nimrod outfought Shane Feller for the football. It's a gain of 24 and a first down.
Great play by Nimrod there. The ball hung up. It was underthrown. He had to track back to it, but he wasn't going to be beaten in the battle for that ball, Darren. And the Vikings now, in just 2 plays, just outside the Charles City red zone.
1:45 to play till halftime. 19-0 Charles City. First and 10. Charles City 40 or 21-yard line. Heffern left. Wing left. Nimrod tight end right. Tweeten I formation with Hubden and Leaps. Give to Jake left side. Looks for a hole. Gets dragged down near the 17-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down upcoming.
And there hasn't been a ton of room in the running game to this point, Darren. But Jake, making the best of that one, falling ahead for an extra yard or two, setting up about a 2nd and 5 here.
1:15 to play till halftime. 2nd and 6 at the Charles City 17. Football in the middle of the field. LaRue left. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right. Tweeten I with Leaps and Hubden. Here is the give to Leaps. Right side. Lunging ahead to the 14-yard line. Perhaps the 13-yard line. Timeout asked for by Decorah. Noah Robbins, the defender on the play for Charles City. 1:03 to play till halftime.
Very close. Actually, I guess about 2 yards short of the first down. It looked like he fell forward a little closer to that line to gain, Darren. But going to be another big third down. We've said it a lot here in this first half, but Vikings need to convert this one. You'd love to get 6 points out of this series.
So, 1:03 to play till halftime.
7 points, excuse me, Mary.
19-6. The Comets on top, or 19-0. The Comets on top. See, you're screwing me up too, Chris. At least we have somebody to blame. That's all. So it'll be a third down upcoming for Decorah. 3rd and 2 from the 12-yard line. Indy leading West Delaware early, 7-0. Waverly Showrock leading Crestwood, approaching the halftime break, 29-8. Those are the 2 other district scores right now. So, 3rd and 2 from the 13 with 1:03 to play first half. To the left side is Heffern. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right, Tweeten. I with Leaps and with Hubden. Under center is Steffen. Pitch goes to Hubden left side, hitting the backfield. Hurdles a blocker and gets knocked back from the 12-yard line. It's going to be a 4th down or so it appears. And 50 seconds left, and the Vikes will keep the offense on the field trying to get some points here. Just great pursuit to the football there by Charles City.
Got to have a great push off the ball here, Darren.
4th and 1 from the 12-yard line. LaRue left. Wing right is Nimrod. I formation, Leaps and Hubden. Here's the give to Leaps. No, Steffen keeps it right side, lunging ahead, and brought down in the center of the field. At the 5-yard line, first down, 28 seconds left in the first half. Steffen keeps it for 7 yards, and that was a heck of a fake to Leaps. So much so that the Comet crowd was getting excited as Leaps was brought down near the line of scrimmage, but Cole got 7 to the good and a 1st and goal for Decorah. 1 timeout remaining. 1st and goal at the 5, 19-0 Charles City.
It was a great fake carried out, like you said, Darren. And this, you could hear this crowd. You could see them all standing up in unison. They thought they got the stop there. But Cole, great job riding out that fake to Leaps and keeping it off the near side, picking up a huge first down for Decorah.
So first and goal at the 5-yard line. Again, a Viking sports report coming up at halftime. We'll have scores, we'll have stats, and we'll have other information coming up tomorrow. Luther at Buena Vista. North's trying to get back on the winning track. 12:50 pregame on this frequency. AM 1240 KWLC. Iowa, Maryland, 9 a.m. for the pregame for that one. And Chris, he gets to call a game closer to Decorah than I do tomorrow.
Yeah, Winona State, Upper Iowa. It'll be nice to be, back in the home state for a game for a change. I know some of the guys on the team have ribbed me a little bit for not liking to come to the great state of Iowa.
First and goal at the 5-yard line. Steffen under center with split backs and receivers left and right. Quick toss left side, incomplete.
Too far, the shitty throw.
And Nolan Heffern was the intended receiver. The coverage provided by Dylan Isaacson, second and goal.
Throw was a little bit too far out in front that time, Darren, and for a second it actually appeared like that one might get picked off, but luckily falls harmlessly to the ground and the Vikings get a couple more shots here.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line. LaRue to the left side, to the near side, right is Nimrod. Football in the center of the field. I formation with Leaps and Hovden. Tight end right side is Tweeten. Under center is Steffen. He'll take the snap. Option right side. Makes a late pitch to Jake to the 10. He's to the 5. Fighting towards the goal line. Gets knocked back at the 2. Decorah will take a timeout with 15 seconds left here in the half. And that pitch kind of discombobulated the play. And I tell you what, it's quite easy for me to say up here, and probably has a lot to do with the defensive pressure of Charles City. A little too much East and West dancing out of Jake tonight.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, Darren, the pitch hung up in the air a little bit. It was a little bit high, but Jake needing to just get right up the field as soon as he takes the pitch that time. And the Vikings obviously now out of timeouts. Third down, it'll be interesting to see if maybe you gamble with a pass to the end zone. If it falls incomplete, you get one more shot, or maybe if you just try to get in on this play, Darren.
So it is third down and goal at the 2. 15 seconds left in the half, and the Vikings are out of timeouts here. 19-0 Charles City. They scored the first 3 times they've had the football. Blaine DeFeller twice for a score. Isaacson 18 for a score on a run. So, 3rd and 2 from the 3-yard line. Here is Steffen with an I formation, 2 tight ends, and Nimrod split right. Give to Hovden, left side, fighting to the goal line. Is he in?
He's going to be stopped short.
He stopped short. And the Vikings won't get a play off for the remainder of the half as Steffen sneaks it off the left side. Did he get in? Yes, touchdown! I do not know if the Vikings actually got that play off, but you know what? It's going to count. Steffen with the sneak in for the score. It's 19-6 Charles City.
Well, you
know what? Blind squirrels find nuts every now and then.
We've talked a little bit about this officiating crew tonight, Darren, and that time it was very close, and it probably could have gone either way, but as it stands, the Vikings get into the end zone and finally get some points on the board right at the end of this first half. 61 yards, 10 plays, 2:23 off the clock. I'm going to be honest, that play shouldn't have counted. Yeah, it didn't look like they got the
snap spot kick. It is up, and it is good. And Andy's sinking for the PAT, so I tell you what, Vikes got a heck of a break that time, but you know what? That's the way it works. It's 19-7 Charles City here at the end of the half, and Darren Boland's giving Chris Olford an earful, and you know what? Coach Boland's got a right to complain here. I'm going to be honest about it, because if I'm going to comment on officiating, I can't just comment if calls go against Decorah. I have to comment if calls favor Decorah. That call favored Decorah big time.
Yeah, and I mean, not only was the clock an issue there, Darren, it looked like Decorah had at least 2 people still moving when that ball was snapped.
Exactly.
So,
it's not. And to be fair to the officials, that call, that's a difficult situation to manage. And you know what? But you got to manage it better than they did. And you know what? It shouldn't have counted. But you know what? let's drop that conversation. It's 19-7 Charles City, and the Vikes got a little bit of momentum heading into the halftime break.
Yeah, you know, whatever the case, the Vikings get points on the board there at the end of the half, and now you have to build on that. You're going to kick the ball off to Charles City to start the second half. You got to count on your defense to get a stop right away at the beginning of the second half.
News came out this week, Chris. Bill Post going into the Iowa Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame. You played for the guy on the varsity for 3 years. Your thoughts on that honor?
I mean, it's well-deserved, obviously, Darren, and, you know, playing for a guy like that, you really get to know not only the football coaching aspect that he excels in, but just, you know, it's not only football that he's teaching, you know, to these kids year in and year out. He's really preparing people to be good young men as they progress, you know, through high school into college, and I think that's one thing that a lot of people will probably tell you, but it speaks to the character of Coach Post that, you know, he's a very good football coach, but, you know, you got to look at his impact overall, and the amount of lives that he's bettered, Darren, through the game of football is just, you know, it's unbelievable. So definitely a well-deserved honor for Coach Post.
Andy Sinkick will kick off from left to right to restart the ball game. Here's the approach and the kick. This one going to come down to the center of the field. Nickel takes it at the 8. He's to the 10, 15, 20. He's to the 25, 27-yard line. Shane Feller actually on the return, and Feller knocked back by Marshall Johnson, amongst others. Tim Winter as well as Austin Keck in on the defensive or the special teams play that time. 1st and 10. Comet territory at the 28-yard line, moving right to left, leading 19-7.
And again, you know, like Coach Friedoff said there's 2 quarters left to play. You don't have to feel a huge sense of urgency here if you're Decorah. You know, if you get a stop on this first possession of the second half, you can really start to settle in and do things the way you want to do them.
High formation, 2 receivers right, single receiver off to the left. Football in the center of the field. Neal's in motion right to left. Give to Foxen. Left side looks for a gap. There isn't one there as he gets bent back by Jacob Leaps at the 29-yard line. Only a gain of a yard. First to the football, though, were Corey Anderson and Garrett Wise.
And that time, Decorah driving the ball carrier backwards. We saw in the first half these Charles City ball carriers be able to fall forward for extra yards. Decorah not allowing that to happen on that first play of the second half.
Second down, circa 9 from the 29-yard line. Comets moving right to left, leading 19-7. Shane Feller off to the left side, 2 receivers off to the right. Isaacson and Foxen in a straight I formation behind Blaine, who tosses to Foxen left side, looks for an angle, finds one to the sideline. He's across the 30 and knocked out of bounds. They're going to mark him in the vicinity of the 35-yard line. They're going to give him the 35, so it's a gain of 6 to set up a 3rd and 3, 19-7 Comets a minute into the second half.
I think it was Shane Feller, the wide receiver out here on the near side edge, got our defender hooked into the middle of the field there, provided a nice lane for the ball carrier out to the sideline. But third down coming up here, and a big one for the Viking defense yet again.
And the Comets have been 3 of 5 on third downs. 3 receivers set, 2 right, 1 left. Pitch to Foxen, right side, looks to turn upfield. Tries to bounce it right to the outside. Breaks the tackle of Jacob, leaps and lunges ahead across the 40 and to the 41-yard line. It'll be a first down. In fact, they're going to mark it only at the 38, but it's going to be good enough for a first down yardage.
Chris Hartman that time got great push and got up the field, made the ball carrier alter his running route there. Actually made him bounce it a little bit backwards, but he was able to use that speed to get around the edge and just barely pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 from the Charles City 38-yard line. Feller to the left side, 2 receivers right. Football in the right hash, I formation in the backfield with Foxen and with Isaacson. 6 on the line for Decorah. Blaine drops back to throw, firing over the middle, catch made by Feller. He's inside the 35, he loses the football, and Decorah has it! Decorah has it! Feller caught the ball at the 35, dropped it, and Brett LaRue got on the football right there for Decorah.
huge play. You can't talk enough about how this defense. We talked about it in the pregame last week, forcing turnovers in key spots. This is a huge spot for the Decorah defense, and even though Feller was pretty wide open again on that play, Darren, Brett LaRue, Johnny on the spot, making the play, and the Viking offense takes over.
10:51 to play here in quarter number 3. Vikes trailing by 19-7 margin, left to right, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. I formation, 2 tight ends. Give to Jake, left side behind, leaps into a crowd, fights forward across the 35, brought down on the far side, numbers near the 38-yard line. It's a gain of about 3 for Hubden on 1st down.
And again, I mentioned it at the start of this half, Darren. If you get a stop there defensively for Decorah, it allows you to stay within your game plan. You don't have to, try to make things happen in too big of a hurry. So Decorah able now to keep their game plan intact.
2nd and 8 from the 38-yard line. I formation, 2 tight ends. Nimrod split to the right side. Steffen takes, gives to Leaps, powers ahead off left guard to the 40-yard line. Tripped up near the line of scrimmage, and he was finished off on the play by Andrew Korish. It's 3rd and 4 for Decorah. We are 2 minutes into the second half. It's 19-7 Comets.
3 yards and a cloud of dust that time, Darren, but you got to find a way here if you're the Decorah Vikings to convert on this 3rd down.
Vikings 1 of 8 on 3rd down conversions. Football on the left side hash. Split left, wing left, I formation. Severson tight end right. Give to Jake right side. Looks to turn upfield, and he got dragged down from behind at the 42-yard line. Getting him from the backside that time was a Comet defender. I believe that was Justin Hegbett, and it's 4th down.
Important to point that out, Darren. It was another backside defender that came up with the tackle, and generally what that means is that you're getting your point of attack blocked pretty well, but the backside of the play has to get their job done too.
Jacob leaps on in punt formation. 3 punts, a 29-yard average for Decorah. Snap back in good shape. He'll move forward, get the kick away. Angles to the right side. It gets by Nischel. It goes inside the 10 and will get covered up by Colin Nimrod down at the 9. Well, when you don't catch the punt, bad things are going to happen. 49-yard punt, no return. 8:59 to play 3rd quarter. It is Decorah trailing Charles City by a 19-7 margin. Comets with the football 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line, moving right to left.
Ask Coach Rollinger anytime, Darren, what the 3 rules of the kicking game are. One of those is don't let the ball hit the ground, because as you said, if you do that, not too many good things can come of it.
1st and 10, 9-yard line for Charles City. Levi Blaine, the quarterback, will send Feller off to the left side. 2 receivers off to the far side right. I formation in the backfield with Dylan Isaacson and Bryce Foxen. Levi Blaine under his center. Jack Swickerath takes the snap, gives to Foxen left side, runs into Eric Severson and gets knocked back. They'll mark him from approximately the 8. It's a loss of a yard.
Great surge that time, and a nice job of securing the tackle. We've seen Charles City ball carriers at times tonight appear to be halted, but somehow they find a way to get out, but not that time.
2nd and 11 from the 8-yard line. 8:34 to play here in the 3rd. Comets up by 2 scores, 19-7. Feller to the left side, off to the right side is Niels. Slot to the right side as well. Blaine under center, I formation in the backfield. 5 on the defensive line for Decorah. Give to Foxen right side, runs into Cole Harrington and gets knocked down right there, right at the 9-yard line. Gain of a yard, 3rd and long for the Comets.
2 very positive plays in a row for this Viking defense, and it seems like they maybe found their sea legs a little bit, Darren, here on early on in the second half, but now you're forcing Charles City into what you would assume is a fairly obvious passing situation. So this secondary, it's now their turn to step up.
Comets 4 of 6 on 3rd downs, 3rd and 10 from the Comet 9-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Blaine in the shotgun, Isaacson to his left. Blaine takes the snap, gives to Foxen on a fly sweep. Got by the tackle attempt of Hubden, but slowed him down enough. And Sinkink and Chris Hartman bring him down outside the numbers near side at the 11. It's 4th down.
Jake, not going to get credit for the tackle on that one, Darren, but nice hustle play from him, coming from across the formation to slow up the ball carrier, and got help from a couple of his buddies to clean up the mess.
Haven't had a punt return score yet this year.
First time for everything, Darren.
Your thoughts? Punting for Charles City will be Dylan Isaacson, and it's a ball of confusion. So timeout Charles City. Timeout Comets. 7:04 to play here in the third quarter. 19-7 Charles City. This for Ace Hart. Darren Swenson, Chris Wanless back here in Charles City. 7:04 to play in the third. Comets up 19-7 on Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah. Dylan Isaacson will punt for the first time tonight. Sinkink and Hubden will stand inside the Comet 45-yard line.
Important to secure the ball here, Darren, because barring a bionic kick here, you're going to be set up with...
High snap to Isaacson. He'll move forward, no pressure. He'll get the kick away. This one coming to the 35-yard line, bounces there. It'll roll across the 40 and get covered up just at the 45-yard line. So 34-yard punt, no return. Vikes in awesome field position. Got to take advantage of it. 19-7. The score, Charles City on top with 6:55 to play here in the third quarter.
You would have liked to see Andy maybe come up a little quicker and fair catch that one to set up the offense in a little bit better field position, but nonetheless, you're going to take this plus field position, so to speak, Darren, just about every time.
Football left hash mark. Vikes moving left to right, trailing 19-7. Nimrod left, Heffern right. Tight end left is Severson. Split backs with Hubden and Leaps. 5 on the line of scrimmage for Charles City as Steffen takes the snap, retreats in the pocket, swings it out right side. Catch made by Heffern. Tries to break the tackle attempt of Shane Feller and cannot at the 39-yard line. It is a gain of 6 yards. That ball hung up there for a long time. Fortunately, it was in a Viking hand at the end of the play.
Yeah, ideally, you'd like to see a little more zip on that throw to give the receiver a little more time to operate after the catch. But nonetheless, you get it completed. You got as many yards as you could out of it, and the Vikings with a second and medium here.
2nd and 4 from the 39 right hash, 2 tight ends. Split to the right side is Nimrod. Split backs Hubden and Leaps. Give to Jake right side, big hole inside the 35. Bounces off a defender inside the 30. Brought down on the near side hash mark at the 21-yard line. Andrew Korish in on the stop. 16-yard gain and a first down for Decorah.
Jacob Leaps absolutely destroyed a second-level defender on that play, and I mean that's one of those hits where as a defender you're not looking forward to watching the tape on Monday.
1st and 10, 23-yard line, football right hash. Split to the right side is Heffern. Wing right is Nimrod. Tight end left is Severson. Split backs with Leaps and with Hubden. Steffen takes the snap off. Play action, has time. Looks to the left side, fires the left side. Catch made by Hubden. Breaks the tackle at the 20, but Foxen got enough of him to throw him out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 6 yards.
It was the right decision there by Cole. Jake was basically breaking wide open right after that play fake was made. And wasn't able to break the tackle, but again, the Vikings picking up good yardage on first down, setting themselves up with a manageable second down situation.
2nd and 4 from the 17-yard line, halfway point, third quarter, 19-7 Comets. 2nd and 4 from the 17, 2 tight ends, football left hash. Nimrod split to the right side, I formation in the backfield. Steffen, toss goes to Hubden, left side behind Leaps, looks for an opening, doesn't find one as he goes out of bounds near the 14-yard line, close to first down yardage. The man who escorted him to the sideline was Nathan Huffman. It'll be, I believe, a first down.
Sure looked like he got there, Darren, as he was being run out of bounds.
So it's going to be just shy of a first down. Spotting the ball has been a wee bit of an adventure for these guys tonight. 3rd down and 1 from the 14-yard line. It's actually 3rd down, and the football's at the 13, and you got to get inside the 13 to get the first down. Left hash. Nimrod to the left side. 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage. Split backs with Leaps and with Hubden. Steffen with 9 in the box. Gives to Leaps left side, lunging ahead off the left tackle position and gets to the 11 and a first down on a gain of 3 yards with 5:36 to play here in the third quarter. Vikings trailing by a count of 19-7.
If you remember, coming into last week's game, Darren, one of our keys was the Vikings being able to finish off drives, and you'd love to see them continue that trend that they started last week right here.
1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. To the right side, LaRue. Wing right is Nimrod. Here's the give to Leaps. Right side finds an opening inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Dallas Neals brought him down. Leaps got 6 to the good. It's 2nd down upcoming.
And, a lot of these yards tonight for Leaps have come after contact, and, that speaks to the type of runner that he is. He's not afraid to stick his nose in there, get a little dirty, but continues to fall forward, picking up extra yards.
9 carries, 52 yards for Leaps. 2nd and 4 from the 5. Receivers left and right. Tight end left side, Severson. Split backs with Leaps and Hovden. Steffen takes the snap, retreats in the pocket, swings it right side, off the fingertips of Heffern, incomplete. Covered well by Shane Feller. It's 3rd down.
Heffern might have been better served to flip his hands over there. Darren tried to use the scoop hands instead of the net hands, if you will.
3rd and 4 from the 5-yard line. The Vikes on 3rd down conversions tonight are 2 of 10. 1 of 2 here in the second half. Receivers left and right. Tight end left side is Severson. Split backs with Leaps and Hovden. Pitch to Hovden left side. Turns upfield to the 5, the end zone. Touchdown! Jake Hovden pulls Decorah within 1 score with 4:37 to play, quarter number 3.
Nicely executed play. Jake took the pitch far side, had a defender trying to run him down from the back, but you're not going to run down Jake Hovden once he gets ahead of steam going. Pretty easy walk into the end zone there for Jake, and it's a whole new ball game here late in the 3rd quarter, Darren.
45 yards, 8 plays, 2:18 off the clock. Sinking for the PAT. Snapper, Tyler Dostal. Holder is Cole Steffen. Snap, spot, kick. Up and good. The Vikes make it 19-14. With 4:37 to play here, quarter number 3. Let's take a break for those awesome folks at Decorah Tire Service. Well, 4:37 to play here in the 3rd, new ball game. Our new score is 19-14 Charles City. And it's turning in, at least to this point, to a little bit of a tale of 2 halves, but it's up to the Viking defense to keep the momentum on their side right here, Chris.
Yeah, and they've done a nice job early in this second half, Darren, with the fumble forced on that first Charles City possession, and then 3 and out their last time on the field. So the defense, we said at halftime that they needed to step up to start the second half, and they definitely have done that.
Andy must have put that ball in the southern part of Floyd County as they just got it back upfield. Give credit to the folks there. Sinking will kick off. It's a short kick that will bounce at the 7 and got by Nickel. He picks it up inside the 5. He's tripped up and down he goes. Nickel picked it up and Marshall Johnson says no further at the 5-yard line.
3rd time this half, Darren, we've seen a return man let the ball hit the ground that time. Great bounce for Decorah all the way down inside the 5, and Marshall Johnson coming up huge in kickoff coverage, setting the Viking defense up again in a great spot.
1st and 10 at the 5-yard line after the special teams play by the Flats posse. Comets right to left, 19-14. Comets 4:34 to play in the 3rd. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Blaine in the shotgun, Isaacson to his left. Foxen in motion right to left. Blaine will keep it left side. Got by Jake Hovden at the goal line. He'll move up the left hash mark and got brought down outside the numbers outside the hash mark at the 9-yard line. Adam Knight brought him down, a gain of 4.
Jake Hovden had a chance to make a play in the backfield, just overran it. Just needed to break down a little bit better there and make the tackle, but as it stands, 2nd down for this Viking defense, and it'd be great, Darren, in this field position to get another one of those 3 and outs.
And against an athletic kid like Blaine, breaking down, easier said than done, to be fair.
Not an easy thing to do.
2nd and 6 from the 9-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, football left hash. Blaine in the shotgun, Isaacson to his left. Blaine will take the snap. He'll give to Isaacson, who will keep it left side. Breaks the tackle at the 10, a block to the 50. He gets to the 20, slips a defender and brought down outside the numbers. Near side at the 26-yard line. Nimrod and Severson brought him down. Blaine keeps it for 17, and the Comets out of the shadows of their own goal post.
Yeah, give credit to Charles City facing a little bit of adversity there, deep in their own territory, but able to get out, pick up a first down. And now if you're the Decorah defense, you're just focused on getting a stop here, getting the ball back any way you can.
So, first and 10 from the 26-yard line. Single receiver off to the left is Feller, 2 receivers off to the right. Blaine under center, I formation, Foxen and Isaacson. Football left hash. Blaine takes the snap, throws to the left side. Catch made by Feller at the 35. He's dragged out of bounds at the 37-yard line by Nimrod. It's a gain of 11 and a first down.
That's a connection that we've seen a few times tonight, Darren. Definitely Feller seems to be Blaine's favorite target, and they hook up yet again.
And this line judge hasn't known where to spot a ball all night, to be honest with you, and they are going to... He threw his beanbag at the 37, moved it back about a yard and a half, and spotted it at the 35, so they will bring in the chains from the far side. Mechanically, this crew has a lot of work to do. So, here is a stretch of a chain. To me, it was clear that he got 11 or 12 even, and it is going to be 10 for a first down. So,
it's the type of stuff, Darren, that unnecessarily breaks up the flow of the game.
Well, and and from the guys in stripes position, it gets them noticed, and they don't need to get noticed there. 3:17 to play in the third. 19-7, Charles City. It is first down and 10 for the Comets. Football on the near side, hash at the 36. 2 receivers right. 2 receivers left, including a 72 that has reported eligible. Blaine in the shotgun, and off to his left is Fox, and Blaine keeps it left side, and he moves on a cutback to the right across the 35 to the 40-yard line, brought down on the near side hash mark. Jake Hubden among the defenders. Blaine ended up getting 4 on the play, second down upcoming.
It was an interesting concept there, Darren, with the eligible linemen split out in the slot, because it forces Decorah to take one more defender out of the box, if you will, and I guess the concept there is maybe you want to give that guy a more clear path to the second level to pick up a block, but we see it again here.
Second down and 6 from the 40-yard line. 4 receivers set, 2 left, 2 right. Blaine takes the snap, running to the left side. He's hit near the 40-yard line and escapes out of bounds. In the vicinity of the 44-yard line, let's see if he has any clue where the ball should be spotted there. It's going to be out of bounds at the 44, so a gain of 4 and a third down upcoming. 3rd and 2 from the Charles City 44-yard line.
Another big spot here for Decorah.
Comets 4 of 7 on third downs. 3rd and 2, 44-yard line, 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. It is a lead of 19-14 for Charles City. Football on the left hash. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Blaine in the shotgun, off to his left is Isaacson. Blaine takes the snap, turns upfield, hits the 45-yard line, and leaps, drags him down right near the line of scrimmage, or the line to gain, I should say. It's going to be at the 46-yard line. We'll see where this one is end up. Boy, they're going to have to measure this one again, as Jacob Leaps made a pretty nice play in the open field that time to bring down Blaine. You talked about that lineman getting lined up as a split receiver. I guess technically, terminology-wise, he wouldn't be in the slot because he is lining up on the line of scrimmage, and he is covered up by an outside receiver, which means that he can only catch a ball behind the line of scrimmage. And the stretch of the chain, and it is going to be a first down, Charles City. First down, Comets at the 46-yard line, as they have responded well after the touchdown drive for Decorah on their second drive of the second half. First and 10, 46-yard line, Comet territory, left hash. 2:22 to play here in the third, 19-14, Charles City. By the way, that touchdown that Jake Hubden scored was the first time in 5 weeks that the Comets have given up a second half touchdown. 2 receivers right, single receiver off to the left. Blaine under center with Isaacson and Foxen in an I formation. Dropping back to throw is Blaine. He has time. He throws deep down the left side. Going for his man. Incomplete. Feller, the intended receiver. Nimrod had the coverage. Sinking was coming over the top at safety. He slipped. He doesn't slip. That's a pick.
Sure interception there if he keeps his feet there, but that's the first deep ball I think we've seen that was a pretty poor throw from Blaine tonight.
And it wasn't like he had any pressure on him either. Second down and 10 from the 46, left near side hash mark. It is a lead of 19-14 for Charles City. Good ball game here tonight. Two receivers left, right. Blaine in the shotgun will take the snap. He'll keep it on the right edge. Gets a nice block from Isaacson. Runs to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. Knocked out of bounds. Zach Lee knocked him to the sideline at the Decorah 40-yard line. Blaine keeps it for 14 and a first down. Pretty simple meat and potato football there, and Pat Truan's going to take a timeout. Timeout, Decorah. 1:52 to play here in the third. It is 19-14 Charles City. This for Paul Hudson, your State Farm insurance agent. First down and 10 at the Decorah 40-yard line. Comets with a nice drive to answer the Decorah score. This will be the 9th play of the drive that started at their own 5-yard line after a botched kickoff return. Comets doing a nice job of stopping it, and they've used Levi Blaine as a runner primarily on this drive, and obviously an in-game adjustment being made by True Daddy there.
Yeah, and that's something that you would expect. And he's Coach Truan's always got something up his sleeve, it seems. So I would expect that quarterback keep to be something the Vikings look to take away from this point forward.
6 on the line for Decorah. His first and 10 from the 40-yard line. Blaine rolling out to his left side. He's under pressure. He dumps it over the middle, and the catch is made by Bryce Fox, and he's inside the 35, and down he goes at the 28-yard line. They set up a screen, and it took way too long to develop, but Foxen was lonesome up the middle. He was finally brought down by Andy Sinkick. It's a gain of 12 and a first down.
Give credit to Blaine there for staying patient, realizing where his receiver was, and just kind of had to dump that one off, and a big gainer there picks up another first down for the Comets.
First and 10, 28-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Blaine in the shotgun, Isaacson to his left. Blaine will keep it left side. Finds an opening inside the 30 or the 25 and brought down at the 21-yard line. Blaine got 7. Adam Knight and Andy Sinking, the tacklers. Second down and 3. It'll be from the Decorah 21-yard line. Pretty impressive response from Charles City right here.
And they keep going with that look where they have the eligible or the ineligible, I guess, technically if it's a forward pass, but that lineman out on the left side.
2 receivers right, single receiver left. Here is the give to Fox, and hit in the backfield and knocked back. Adam Knight and Cole Headington knock him back from the 22-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, 3rd down and 4 upcoming.
And the Vikings, again, likely to face 2 plays here if they should happen to get a stop on this 3rd down.
3rd and 4 from the 22-yard line, 22 seconds left here in the quarter. It is 19-14 Charles City. 3rd and 4 from the 22-yard line. 2 receivers right, single receiver off to the left. I formation in the backfield with Foxen and Isaacson. Here's the Blaine dropping back to throw. He's under pressure. He rolls to his right side. He'll loft the pass towards the end zone, and it's caught by Feller for the touchdown. Colin Nimrod fell back there. Feller broke open. Feller with his 3rd touchdown reception of the night. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's 25-14 Comets.
Well, it's really been no secret that Blaine's primary target on the majority of the pass plays we've seen tonight has been his buddy Shane Feller, and they've made it hurt 3 times now, Darren. 25-14. And they will go for 2 here at the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
I formation, receivers left and right. Slot to the left side. Here is the give off the left side, and into the end zone goes Isaacson for the score. So it's 27-14 at the end of 3 quarters of play. Let's take a break for Dr. Kelly Reagan Chiropractic and Winneshiek Mutual Insurance. 27-14 the score as we start the 4th quarter of play. 7:32 left in the 4th quarter. Independence leading West Delaware 10-0.
Respond to adversity and responded beautifully there.
They are right. Happy.
Kicking off from left to right, here's Connor Stolsmith with Jake Hubden and Colin Nimrod back deep for Decorah. Here is the approach and the kick. This one on a hop hits Jake in the face. He picks it up at the 18-yard line. He'll cut it to the left and run to the 25 and go out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Hubden returns it 8 yards, and Decorah will have it 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line, down 2 scores with 11:54 to play.
Almost an entire quarter to play here, Darren. If you're Decorah, you can still afford to basically stay within your game plan, but you have to get points on this drive or else things start getting a little more ramped up in terms of tempo.
So, football on the left hash, Vikes moving right to left. Leaps and Hubden split behind. Stefan, the quarterback. To the left side is Nimrod. To the right side is Nolan Heffern. Here is the give to Leaps. Left side bounces a hole outside from where he intended it to and moves ahead to the 26-yard line. A gain of 3 yards on the previous play. 2nd down and 7 upcoming.
And again, there hasn't been a ton there at all tonight, Darren, in terms of running lanes. The Viking ball carriers have basically tried to, or just had to make something out of nothing for the most part. But you wonder if Decorah will start to go back to the pass game, which has worked fairly well throughout the game.
Comets do have 8 guys in the box. 2nd down and 7 from the 29-yard line. Give to Jake, right side, looks for a hole, slips a defender across the 35 and gets covered up near the 34-yard line on the right near or left near side hash mark. Levi Blaine among the defenders. Hubden with a gain of 5. 3rd and 2 for Decorah, down 2 scores. 27-14, 1 minute into the 4th quarter. 3rd and 2 from the 34-yard line. Football on the left hash. Tight end left is Severson. Wing right is Heffern. Split to the left side is Nimrod. I formation in the backfield. Toss to Jake. Right side, a block from Leaps. Jake just didn't turn up field in time, but he's going to lunge ahead and perhaps get a 1st down. To the 36-yard line. Nathan Huffman brought him down, but Jake, frankly, lucky to get a couple because he didn't go behind his blockers that time.
Too much east-west, and it's easy when you're a guy who possesses a lot of speed to get caught up in thinking that you can get that edge every single time, but you're going to be better served if you follow where the running lanes are and just run to that green grass.
1st and 10, 36-yard line. Receivers left and right, split backs in the backfield. Stefan will take the snap. He'll retreat in the pocket. He'll throw the right side. Catch is made by LaRue. Wrestled to the sideline on the far side by Dylan Isaacson at the 40. It's a gain of 4 yards.
Quick hitter there, Brett LaRue. Nice job of hauling it in. Clock will stop at least temporarily because LaRue got out of bounds on that play.
10 minutes to play in the game. 27-14, Charles City. 2nd and 6 from the 40-yard line. Nimrod to the left side. Tight end left is Severson. Tight end right is Heffern. I formation in the backfield with Hubden and with Leaps. 8 in the box for Charles City. Give to Hubden, run up the middle. He's to the 50, lowers the shoulder to the 47-yard line. Brought down on the play and a 1st down and a gain of 14. That's north and south running there, 33.
Exactly. Just got right through the hole, bursted it, kicked it into that second gear that he's got, and picks up a first down with ease on that play. That's what can happen when you use your speed to get up and down the field.
First and 10, 46-yard line, Comet territory. 9:43 to play. Decorah trailing 27-14. Right hash, 2 tight ends. Nimrod split to the right side. 6 on the line of scrimmage for Charles City. Make it 5. I formation in the backfield. Pitch goes to Hubden. Hubden's going to look to throw. He'll throw on the left side, going for Steffen. Makes the catch at the 45 and knocked back from the 43-yard line. Comets read it out well. Steffen, on his first career reception, was brought down at the 44-yard line. Fox in the tackle. It's a gain of 2.
Yeah, you know, you're looking for the defense to bite a little more on that play, Darren, and give credit to the Charles City defense. They were pretty disciplined on that play. Didn't allow that trickery to turn into anything huge.
2nd and 8 from the 44-yard line. 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage. Wing right is Nimrod. High formation in the backfield with Hubden and Leaps. Down to the box for the Comets. Give to Jake. Cuts it back to the left after starting to the right. He's inside the 35 and brought down at the 34-yard line. Brought down on the play by Nick Jacobs. It is a gain of 10 and a first down. Another job of Jake running where the blockers are.
Yeah, and you wonder if maybe got someone in his ear a little bit after that pitch play where he was able to pick up the first down earlier on the drive. But those last 2 runs by Jake, just vintage Decorah style running right there.
First and 10, 34-yard line. 2 tight ends, split backs on the backfield. Football on the left or near side hash. Steffen takes the snap, gives off the right side to Leaps. Leaps gets bent back from the 33-yard line. Leaps able to get 1 on the previous play. 2nd down upcoming. Vikes taking a lot of time, but they're down 2 scores with 8:08 to play here in the 4th quarter. 27-14, Charles City. To the left side will go Nimrod. To the right side will go Heffern. Split backs with Hubden and with Leaps. Tight end left side is Severson. Here is Steffen. Takes the snap, drops back to throw, throws deep down the left side, going for Colin. Nimrod dives and can't get there at the goal line. Nimrod had beaten the coverage of Levi Blaine. The pass just a touch off target. And it's 3rd down and 9 upcoming.
Just a little bit overthrown there. Colin did all he could to lay out to try to grab that one, but just not there on that play. And the Vikes definitely in 4-down range here, Darren. So if you need to, you can approach this from the standpoint of maybe picking up half of this yardage on 3rd down and trying to get the rest on the next play.
3rd and 9 from the 33-yard line. 2 tight ends, I formation. Give to Jake up the middle. Lost his footing in the backfield and got covered up by Dylan Isaacson at the 31. So with 7:35 left, it is Decorah trailing 27-14, and it's 4th down and stay alive in the ball game right here. 4th and 7 it'll be from the Charles City 31-yard line. 11th play of the drive as the Comet defense urging the fans to rise to their feet. Heffern to the left side. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right, Severson. Split backs with Leaps and with Hubden. Steffen under center, takes the snap, drops back to throw, fires it right side, catch made by Hubden to the 30, a block to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Steffen to Hubden for the score. It is 27-20 with 6:53 left in the ball game.
The Vikings are back within 7 with 6:54.
74 yards. 11 plays, 5 minutes, 24 seconds off the clock. Andy Sinkink for the PAT.
First of all, Darren, outstanding play call, and I'm not saying that just because I'm sitting next to Adam Riley. But second of all, when you execute a play that well, you deserve to score, and the Vikings took advantage.
Snap, spot, kick, up, and it is good. So 6:30 or 6:53 left in the ball game. It is Decorah trailing 27-21. Let's take a break for Plan One Financial. Greg and Marty Watts at the 26-yard line. It was Dallas Niels instead on the return. First down and 10, 26-yard line, left to right, the Comets. There is 6 minutes, 46 seconds left in the game. Comets up by one score, 27-21.
Need a stop here. You alluded to it, Darren. The Viking defense, if there were ever a time to rise up, it's right now. And keep in mind the Vikings with 2 timeouts after they used one on the defensive side of the ball earlier in the half.
Blaine looking to the sideline, apparently looking a little confused. He's going to be in a pistol set with Isaacson to his right and Foxen behind him. Decorah has 6 on the line of scrimmage. Gives to Foxen right side. Slips the defender at the 27 across the 30. Got down near side numbers at the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 yards and a Decorah player down. And that is Tom Pekanowski, who has played well at defensive tackle tonight. Dr. Dave out to check him out. Kelly Ruckert coming out as well.
Looks like he's just cramping up a little bit, Darren.
So a gain of 9 on the previous play for Fox, and Vikes had a chance to get him, but couldn't get the job done in the backfield that time. So let's take a break as well for Bruning Rock Products. 6:36 left. Decorah trailing 27-21.
I mean,
as they continue to work on Tom Pekanowski, and it looks like it's just the cramp, and Dr. Dave and Kelly Ruckert work their magic. Bill Post, who is out to assess the situation, he helps out as well. So 2nd and 1, or 2nd and 2 from the 35-yard line as the Vikes fail to tackle on the previous play. They're down 1 score, 27-21. They were down 19-7 at the halftime break. They've played better here in the second half, but the Comets with an excellent drive to answer a Decorah score. Last time they pulled within 1 score. So 2nd down and 2 from the 35. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Blaine takes the snap. Going to keep it off the right side. Looking to turn upfield. Now cuts it back. He's to the 40-yard line. Knocked back from that point. Eric Severson amongst others. Knocked him back from there. Blaine able to get 5 at a first down. And Blaine just really showing his athleticism as a quarterback here in the last couple of drives.
And now as the clock begins to tick down a little bit, Darren, it becomes more about that gang tackling mentality for Decorah. First man to the ball, secure the tackle. 2nd, 3rd, 4th guys to the ball have to try to strip that thing out of there and cause a turnover.
1st and 10, 40-yard line, football on the right near hash. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Blaine will send Foxen in motion left to right. Blaine will keep it right side, has nice blockers out in front. He gets to the 43-yard line, takes the shoulder pad from Nolan Heffern there. Blaine only able to get 3 with a lot of blockers out front. It's a gain of 3, 2nd down upcoming.
And the Charles City offensive line is getting a pretty good surge off the ball. The thing is, though, that Blaine runs so much laterally before he gets upfield that surge doesn't really do him any good because he's using a lot of time to pick up little yardage.
So 2nd down upcoming. 2nd down and 6 from the 43-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Foxen in motion left to right. Blaine in the shotgun. Takes the snap behind the blocking of Isaacson. He'll run between the numbers and the hash mark on the near side and get brought down at the 48 by Eric Severson. And a player down for Charles City.
It's going to be a right ankle, it looks like.
Yeah. Another player down on the play, and it'll be a 3rd down and 2 upcoming. And we'll take another timeout. 4:56 left, 27-21 Charles City. Let's take a break for Wicks Construction. Okay, 3rd down and 2. The injured player was Dylan Isaacson. He was limping to the sideline as he was Helped off by one of the trainers. Charles City up 27-21. 3rd down and 2 from the 48-yard line. And another timeout is asked for, and this one is going to be taken by Charles City. 4:35 left. Comets up 27-21. This for Vicks Heating and Plumbing. Best I can tell right now, granted the game you're most concerned about is 27-21. Charles City with 4:35 left. Independence is going to beat West Delaware. 10 seconds left in the ball game. Independence, in their final district game, will move to 4-2. They lead West Delaware by a 10-0 margin. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a shocker. And you know what? We've been talking up Independence, and they've been backing up our talk finally. So 3rd down and 2 from the 48-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Blaine in the shotgun, a new fullback in the game. Blaine will take the snap, give to Fox on the right side, turns upfield inside the 50, keeps his balance inside the 45 and knocked out of bounds by Adam Knight. Near side at the 42-yard line. It'll be a 1st down on a gain of 15 yards on the fly sweep.
Run there by Jackson. He's up to 85 yards unofficially.
So, big play there by the Comets.
And what's interesting on this drive, Darren, is Charles City has really wanted to run to the edges of the field. Usually when you're in, some clock-chewing mode, you want to keep the ball inside the hash marks, make sure you stay in bounds, but Charles City getting it done with a lot of runs to the outside of the field.
4:08 left in the ball game. It is 27-21, Charles City. Blaine will take the snap. He'll run to the left side. He'll slip a defender. He loses the football, but he got back on top of it at the 40-yard line. Blaine tried to cut it back from left to right, lost the ball, but his momentum got him right back on top of it at the 40 at 2nd and 8. Boy, big chance there.
Man.
And he got 2 yards on the fumble.
What an opportunity. Missed that time by this Decorah defense. Ball just sitting on the turf, unfortunately, in a spot where Blaine was able to just dive right back on top of it. 2nd
and 8 from the 40. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. We're inside of 4 minutes to play, inside of 3.5 to play. Give to Fox on right side. Get it some nice blocking. It's inside the 35 and down to the 33-yard line. They'll be close to a 1st down as the Comets just getting it done right now with runs to the outside and pretty good execution.
Jet sweeps, quarterback keepers. It's essentially the same concept, Darren, that we've been seeing on this drive, and the Vikes just don't have an answer.
So, 3rd down and 1. It will be 2:51 to play in the game. Comets up 27-21. 2 receivers left side, 2 receivers to the right side. Taking the snap is Blaine. He'll keep it off a fake right side. 25-20, 15-10-5, touchdown. Blaine keeps it, and the Comets take a 33-21 lead with 2:33 to play in the ball game. And there's a Viking down on the near side. Blaine keeps it for 40. Tell you what, he's been impressive here in the second half. His leap's a little slow in getting up. Levi Blaine, 18 carries, 123 yards, and you put that together with Bryce Fox and 16 carries and 90 yards. Not too bad, Chris Wanless. Not too bad.
Been a good night for those two guys in particular. Darren, a pretty good night overall for this Charles City offense. The Vikings putting up a good fight here in the second half, but ultimately doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
So, and Waverly Shellrock has defeated Crestwood by a 45-8 margin. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right on the 2-point play here. Backs on either side of the hip of Levi Blaine, who takes the snap, retreats in the pocket under pressure, dumping left, incomplete. He went for Niels, covered by Sinking. 2:33 left, 33-21, Charles City. Let's take a break for Rockweiler Appliance and TV. So the reason after the scores tonight, if everything stays put, West Delaware and Waverly Shellrock will be 4-1. Independence will be 4-2. Decorah and Charles City will be 3-2. So in essence, Right now, the Vikes are on the outside looking in. And you need to beat West Delaware next week coming off of a loss. Ufta. Ufta. Nothing else to say. Charles City was ready to go from the get-go tonight. Vikes lacked emotion and intensity from the get-go, but you know what? You got 2:33 left. 33-21 the score. And Stahl Smith will kick off from left to right.
All right, here we go. Connor Stahl Smith ready to kick off from the
Here's the approach and the kick.
33 left. It's another
Squibber.
Down to the 20.
Nimrod bobbles it at the 24. Runs up the middle to the 25. Bounces left to the 30. Breaking a tackle at the 33 and covered up at the 34-yard line. So Nimrod returns it 9 yards to the 35-yard line. So let's see. Vikes are in a position where they need to win next week to get in the playoffs. Charles City will take a timeout. 2:24 left. It is 33-21 Comets. Charles City 33, Decorah 21. 2:24 left. Comets took the timeout. Independence has upset West Delaware tonight 10-0. And Waverly Shellrock has defeated Crestwood by a 45-8 margin. Benton Shillsburg and Clear Creek a man of the other game tonight. First and 10, 35-yard line for Decorah. I formation receivers left and right. 5 on the line of scrimmage for Charles City. Leaps gets the handoff right side. He'll move ahead to the 37-yard line and brought down right there. A gain of 2 yards, 2nd and 8 upcoming.
Doesn't appear to be too much urgency here for Decorah.
33-21. Comets leading.
Under 2 minutes.
With under 2 minutes to play. Split backs to the backfield. Receivers left and right. Taking the snap is Steffen. Swings the right side. Incomplete. Through it total for Nimrod. And it's 3rd and 8 upcoming. Don't know what to say here, Chris.
Well, Darren, got to crunch some numbers real quick.
And you did take a Jeff Friedoff math class, so.
The Vikings to this point have run 4 more plays than the Comets and have 154 less yards.
Wow. 3rd and 8, short drop. Steffen throws the left side catch made by Heffern to the 45. Knocked off down there by Levi Brolin. It'll be a first down and a gain of 9 yards on a pretty well thrown football. And they're going to actually measure here for some reason. 1:37 left, and the play comes in from the far sideline for Decorah. So 415 yards off offense for the Comets, 269 for Decorah. And you know what the disappointing thing about that is? The defense has been the constant on this year's team. And unfortunately, it wasn't there tonight. First and 10, 45-yard line. 1:37 left. Comets up 33-21. LaRue left. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right is Severson. Split backs to the backfield with Hovden and with Leaps. Steffen takes the snap off play action, has time, throws deep down the right side, going for Jake Hovden, who makes the catch inside the 25, and now they're going to rule it incomplete. As Hovden had the football, couldn't hang on at the 25-yard line. It's 2nd down upcoming with 1:13 to play.
Yeah, Darren, and you talk about the defense being the constant so far this year for this Decorah team. You can't play a perfect game week in and week out, but we've seen this team overcome some imperfect performances earlier in the season, and that's what's disappointing about tonight.
2nd and 10, 45-yard line. Taking the snap as Stefan has plenty of time, throws deep down the right side, and it's incomplete. Colin Nimrod is the intended receiver, and there's a hold on Decorah anyway. So 3rd down and 10 upcoming if they decline the penalty, which I'm assuming they either would. Or they would give them the down over, and they're probably going to push them back. I guess that's the right move. 1:07 left, 33-21. Disappointing night.
And I mean, on the other side of the coin, give credit to these kids from Charles City who on offense, in particular Levi Blaine. I believe
got it done.
He's accounted for 290 of their 415 offensive yards. So just a guy going out and getting things done.
2nd down and 20. Drop it, a throw at the 35 is Stefan. Throws the left side, incomplete, off the hands of Nimrod with 1:02 left. 3rd and 20. It will be from the 35-yard line.
You pulled off. Well, I was sure glad to see that. I thought we were going to get home on that.
So it's 3rd and 20. The clock stops at 1:02 left for the game. Charles City leads.
Heffern and Nimrod to the left side. Hubden and Leap split behind. Cole Stefan. Severson tight end, right side of the line, and Stefan takes the snap, retreats in the pocket, throws the right side, catch made by Severson, turns upfield 35, far sideline to the 40, he's to the 45 and knocked out of bounds at the 46-yard line. And we should even mention this going into next week. It's a hell of a task going to West Delaware and getting a victory. The Vikes need a victory and some help. You can pull off a hell of a task and still not get in next week.
And I mean that's it's a result of the position you put yourself in, and it happens every year, Darren.
53 seconds to play, 4th and 9 from the 46-yard line. Stefan takes the snap, retreats in the pocket, under pressure, throws the left side. Catch made by Nimrod, short of a first down at the 47-yard line. And the Comets are going to get the victory tonight. 33-21. All they got to do is go down to one knee one time, and they'll pull away this one. And since we're 44 seconds left in this one, and give credit to the Comets.
Yeah, I mean we talked about it pregame. One of our keys to the game was being able to come out here and temper the excitement, the energy that you knew Charles City was going to bring. And the Comets started hot. The Vikings weren't able to withstand it early in the ball game, and ultimately proved to be just too big of a hole dug by Decorah tonight.
44 seconds left. Comets up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Levi Blaine just sneaking it up the middle inside the 50 and down to the 47-yard line, and I'm assuming this won't be chopped in until 25 seconds left. And since we only got 5 minutes left until 10 o'clock, we'll just kind of wrap it up tonight. Charles City beat Decorah in all facets of the game tonight, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of that old football cliche, Darren, where Charles City was the best team in this particular game on this particular night. There wasn't a whole lot that Decorah could do to stand in their way, and although Decorah was able to make it interesting late here, Charles City, like you said, just dominated in all 3 phases basically.
Comets beat Decorah 33-21. They outgained them 420-286. Comets scored on their first 3 possessions and really never looked back in this game.